A very good evening to all of you, bacho. So we are live in the Unacademy special class, and today we are going to talk all about GATE, jobs as well as higher education. So, beta, in this session, I am going to make you all aware about what are the opportunities after GATE, what is the pattern of the GATE examination, and how you can crack GATE exam, how you can prepare for GATE exam. So that is all going to be the theme of this session. And let me tell you one thing, beta. GATE is one of the most prestigious exam for any engineering student. Why? Because this exam is actually conducted by IITs and ISC under the Ministry of Education. And since IIT and ISC professors are actually creating this paper, so one who clears this exam with a top rank sends out a message to this entire country that they are good at technical. So basically, beta, you can understand this is a sort of a technical certification. So if you have done well in GATE exam, you are certified that you are good at technical, and everybody would consider your technical knowledge, and based on that, you will get a lot of opportunities as well. So let's get started. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Ankit Goyal. I'm a BTech gold medalist from IIT. Till date, beta, I have appeared for GATE 3 times. Every time I have obtained a single digit rank. And currently I am working as an associate vice president at Unacademy, AVP at Unacademy for GATE department. Now, before we go any further, beta, let me take you all through my own career journey so that you understand how big of a role this GATE exam has placed in my journey, how much I have personally been influenced by this exam, and how big of a role it has in my success. So, beta, in the year 2009, I cleared IIT JEE examination. Okay. So, from 2009 till 2013, I was studying at IIT Indore. Okay. Now, the year in which I joined IIT Indore, that was the year of its inception. That was the first year in which this college was starting. Okay, so basically we did not have any college campus. We did not have any hostel facilities. So that is why, beta, what happened is our expectations were very, very low from our college. Why? Because see, there was no college campus. Our classes used to run in another college where we had rented one building to conduct the classes. So since the basic infrastructure was missing, we were the first batch of this college. We did not have any seniors, any super seniors to guide us. So we were not very sure that we will be getting placement from this college. Now, since that was the case, what we decided is we should completely focus on our technical syllabus, because if we are good at technical and by chance if some companies visit our campus, we should be able to get placed. Otherwise we have a very, very low chances of placement. So I started working hard on my academics, and based on my academic work, I was able to get a CGPA of 9.85. Now, beta, in our batch there were three branches of engineering that were running: electrical, mechanical, computer science. Now, my CGPA was highest among all the three branches, and that is why I was awarded gold medal by President of India himself. So when the president visited our campus for convocation, he awarded me a President of India gold medal. Now, luckily, beta, when I graduated in the year 2013, I had three job offers in my hand. Three job offers. The first one I got through campus placement CMC. The second one again through campus placement Qualcomm. And the third one was through GATE, that was IUCL. Now, beta, this CMC was a IT job. It was a software job. As you can see from my CGPA, I was good at technical, so I did not want to switch my field. I always wanted to work in a field which is related to my field of engineering. I wanted to work in such a company. So I did not go for it. Now I was left with two companies, Qualcomm and IUCL. One was a private job that was based on semiconductors. Other was a government job in which I was being offered a managerial role. Now, beta, any day a student in our country would always prefer to go for a government job rather than a private job, right? Anybody would always prefer to go for a government job. But my thought process was a little bit different. How? Beta, I always used to think that when you go into a government job, you will be sitting there the entire day. You will not be doing much useful work. Okay. And end of the day, you will just have your lunch, you will have your tea, and you will come back. And the worst thing is basically your chances with your experience do not improve. Your growth is not there because in a government sector company, you will be promoted after regular intervals of time, regardless of how well have you worked. How good you have worked, it doesn't matter. You will be promoted after regular intervals of time. Now, that is the main reason why I did not want to go for a government job. I wanted to go for a private job. I thought that in a private job, if I work hard, if I acquire skills, I can at least switch the job and I can grow my experience. I can grow my profile. I can grow my package. All these things I can do. And that is why, beta, I chose Qualcomm. The other reason was, beta, during my college days itself, I was very, very enthusiastic about this semiconductor field. I had done a lot of projects. I had done a lot of internships in semiconductors. So I wanted to pursue a semiconductor sort of a job. So that is why Qualcomm was my first choice. Now, when I joined Qualcomm in 2013, in 1 year itself, I realized one thing, that in India, whether you work in a private job or you work in a government job, basically you have to execute whatever instructions you are getting from your seniors. Whatever instruction your manager is giving you, you have to execute that. You do not have to apply your brain. You do not have to apply the concepts that you have learned throughout your engineering. That is why, beta, I was starting to feel suffocated in this job. And hence, what I started doing is I started teaching students for GATE on weekends. See, in my final year, I already had GATE rank 8. I was AIR 8. So based on this rank, I got to teach in a coaching institute in Bangalore itself. So from Monday to Friday, I was working in a job, and Saturdays and Sundays, I was working as a teacher. Now, beta, what happened? Now, what happened? In 2000, when I was working in this job, I was getting interest in teaching. I started thinking, if I'm not liking the private job, I'm only interested in teaching, then why am I pursuing a private job? This though I could easily do with a government job as well. Are you understanding? If I just wanted to teach, I could teach with a government job. I need not be in a private job. So then I decided, okay, I'll pursue my passion teaching, but this time I'll pursue teaching with a government job because it will be more secure. There will be much more benefits. It will have more respect. And at the same time, I can pursue my passion of teaching. But in order to get a government job, I had to appear for GATE again. So this time when I went for GATE, I got AIR 1. So beta, when I got AIR 1, I understood one thing, whichever PSU I will decide to go for, I will get that PSU. Now the question was, which PSU will give me enough time and flexibility to teach for GATE? So some of my friends were already working in PSUs from my college. So I started asking them, based what was their experience, how the work culture is there, will I get sufficient time to teach? I started asking all these questions, and what they told me was completely shocking to me. They told me the kind of time that I'm getting in a private job, I will not get in a government job. Government job will be way more suffocating than a private job. So that was very, very worrying for me. And that is why I decided that I cannot pursue neither a private job nor a government job. I'm not meant to do a job. So in the year 2014, I started my own startup called Kreatryx. Now this startup, we started teaching for GATE and ESE. We started with electrical and ECE branches, and we started teaching for GATE and ESE. Now in the first year in 2014, beta, when I started this, there was just a small classroom which could accommodate 15 to 20 students at the most. And also there was no air conditioning, there was no power backup. Students used to sit in that scorching heat of Delhi and study there. But in the next 6 years, we put our sweat and blood in it and we grew this company like anything. In the year 2020, beta, we had 3 offices around Delhi, out of which the biggest office was where we used to conduct our classes. It had a capacity of 1500 students. 1500, with central air conditioning, generator, power backup, every facility, library, faculty offices, everything was there. Now, beta, when we grew this company to such an extent, okay, so then what happened in 2020? COVID lockdown was starting. So in 2020, offline classes were shut down and we got a good offer from Unacademy. So we got acquired by Unacademy. Unacademy wanted to expand in GATE domain. Okay. So since then, from 2020, I have been leading this GATE department for Unacademy. Now, one student is asking me, sir, I also have a passion in teaching, how to pursue it? So, beta, if you see, the way I fully entered teaching domain was after getting a GATE rank. Okay. So, when you have a rank in an exam for which you wish to teach, then your rank signifies one thing, that you are good at that exam. You are good conceptually, and then you will be easily getting a break. And rest everything will depend on how you grow, how you teach, how you deliver the content. So if you are able to make the other person understand, if you are able to make the students understand whatever are your concepts, then you will definitely grow in teaching. But for that first break, first you get a good rank and then you pursue teaching. Okay. Okay. Now, कंट्रोल सिस्टम स्टार्ट कब होगा बेटा? मंडे से स्टार्ट होगा. मैंने आज जो है पूरा शेड्यूल फिलअप कर दिया है. मंडे से आपके लेक्चर्स फिर से कंटिन्यू हो जाएंगे, है ना. जैसा मैंने बताया भी था, आई वॉज आउट ऑफ टाउन, तो इस वजह से मैं ले नहीं पा रहा था. चलो, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज. Devashish is asking, sir, at starting, where did you get the funding? Beta, we did not get the funding. We were a complete bootstrapped startup. मतलब अगर मैं बात करूं, स्टार्टिंग में वी इन्वेस्टेड अराउंड 1 or 2 lakh rupees, है ना, फ्रॉम पर्सनल. बेसिकली वी वर 2 फ्रेंड्स, वी इन्वेस्टेड अराउंड 2-3 lakhs ईच. तो 5-6 lakhs का हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था. एंड दैट आई बिलीव इज इजीली मैनेजेबल आइदर बाय टेकिंग पर्सनल लोन और बाय आस्किंग योर पेरेंट्स. दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट यू कैन डू, है ना. क्योंकि हमें चाहिए क्या था? हमें एक क्लासरूम चाहिए था, हमें स्टूडेंट्स चाहिए थे. स्टूडेंट्स तो सोशल मीडिया से हमें मिल सकते थे, और बाकी तो मैं खुद ही पढ़ाता था, तो मेरे को कोई टीचर्स का भी ऐसा कॉस्टिंग तो था नहीं. ठीक है महेश, अभी मैं आपका क्वेरी भी लेता हूं बेटा, थोड़ा सा गेट के बारे में डिस्कस कर लें. ठीक है, चल. So if I talk about the career opportunities, beta, there can be 2 types of career opportunities. The first one is that either you go for higher studies, you study further, or the second one is job. Now, beta, higher studies is an option that not many students seem to chase. Why? Because when we join BTech, we join with a mindset that it is a professional course. What do professional course means? They teach you professional skills so that you can apply those skills in the market, in the industry, and you can get placed. And that is our vision, to get placed after our college. Now, beta, job can also be of 2 types. One, it can be a private sector job, correct? Other, it can be a government sector job. This private sector job we can get through campus placement. The easiest way to get this would be campus placement. And what about the government job? Okay, government job, you have to go through the competitive exams. Now, today we will be majorly talking about GATE exam. so that you get a understanding why you should give GATE exam and how you should go about the preparation. Okay. Now, first, let's talk about the opportunities after the GATE exam. Okay, opportunities after GATE. So, beta, first of all, GATE is the graduate aptitude test in engineering. It is the most standard exam for engineers. I already told why is it the most standard exam for engineers? Because beta, this exam is created by professors from IITs and IASC. And when such highly qualified professors who are PhD, who are doing research in a subject, create an exam and you do well in that exam, it will tell everybody one thing about you, that you are good at technical. And that is why this is the most standard exam. This exam is a sort of technical benchmark, beta. Technical benchmark. Technical benchmark means it is a benchmarking. It is a standard that basically that certifies your technical knowledge. Let me give you an example on this, beta. In my final year, in the year 2013, I appeared for GATE exam during my 8th semester in the month of Feb. Okay. Now I did well in that exam. In the month of March, I got the result and I got AIR 8. Now, when I got AIR 8, All India rank 8, that is a single digit rank, I put it up on my resume. In the month of April, in our 8th semester, a company called Qualcomm visited our campus. Now, beta, I got through their technical rounds, I got through their written test, and I went to that interview part. Now, when I went to that interview chamber, I handed over my resume to them. When they read my resume, the first thing they noticed was I was 8th rank in GATE exam. Now, when you get a single digit rank in an all India level examination, one thing they understood, that this person is good at technical. This person is very, very good at technical. And that is why what happened is they did not ask even a single technical question in my interview. My interview was mostly revolving around the projects that I have done, the internships that I have done, about my interest, about me telling them why I want to join their company. It was like me making them believe that actually I will join their company if they select me. Why? Because beta, if you are good, if you have good score, if you have good rank, if you have good college performance, company also understands that you will have multiple job offers. Now, what they are unsure about, if they select you, whether you will join their company or not, right? Because if they select you and you do not join their company, the vacancy will be left open. They do not want that to happen. And that is why my interview was majorly around me making them believe that actually I want to join their company. And when such an environment is created in an interview, it is beneficial for you, because then company wants to recruit you. You just have to tell them, yes, I'll of course join your company, and you will get selected. So cracking that interview was the easiest thing for me, just because I was 8th rank in GATE exam. So beta, when you have a good rank in GATE, even the private industry will consider you. Why? Because you are good at technical. Now, but what is the reason why students go for GATE? The first reason, beta, is MTech. GATE was an exam that was created by IITs for MTech admission. Now the question is, sir, why should we go for MTech? Beta, if you go for MTech from a premium college like IIT, IISc, Triple IT, NIT, first thing, a brand name gets associated with you. See, for my entire life, I can say that I am an IITian. I can carry that tag throughout my entire life, and I can throw around this tag like anything. You know? So the same thing will happen to you. If you pursue masters from IIT, then you will be called as IITian throughout your entire life. And wherever you will go, you will have a good impression and you will have better opportunities than anybody else. Secondly, there are a lot of graduates in this country which are roaming here and there unemployed. But if you do masters, you will be more qualified than them. And when you appear for a job interview off campus, when you go to a company to appear for an interview, since you are more qualified, you are more eligible, you will have better chances of getting selected. Otherwise, even for the job of a peon, I can show you that thousands of engineers will line up. That is the condition in this country. So if you are more qualified, you will have better chance of getting selected. Third thing, beta, the companies that visit these campuses, these top colleges, they carry better packages, they carry better opportunities of growth, they carry better positions. So when you start your career with a higher salary, with a higher position, obviously your growth curve will be very, very steep and you can grow rapidly. Okay, let me give you an example. Suppose I myself am owner of a company. Now I go to a college, a private college, to recruit engineers, and at the same time I go to a IIT to recruit engineers. I will have to offer higher package to IITians. Otherwise, they will not take interest in my company. Now you will say, sir, this is unfair. Yes, this is unfair. You are absolutely right. But beta, we can't change the rules of the game. But what we can do is we can understand them and we can make use of those rules to our advantage. So if you see, while recruiting an engineer from an IIT, a company always pays a higher package because otherwise that engineer will not join their company. Okay, let me give you another example, beta. One of my students appeared for GATE 4 years consecutively, but he was not able to do well enough. He just improved his rank gradually from 2500 to 800. Now that 800 rank also was not sufficient. He was not getting a job based on that rank. So he decided enough is enough. I will not invest any more years to in GATE exam. Whatever I'll get, I'll go for it. And that proved to be the best decision of his life. He got IIT Delhi. Now you will say, sir, he was lucky he got IIT Delhi, but listen to the story completely. He got biomedical engineering. Now, any student from electrical, mechanical, civil would not want to go into biomedical because that is deviating from their core branch of engineering. But he decided, okay, whatever I'm getting, I'll gladly accept it. He went for it. But that day, he made one decision which turned everything around. He decided that he will give his entire energy to this course. He will focus completely on this course. And he will learn skills that will make him better than anybody else in that college. So he started working on projects. He started learning programming. He started learning skills like artificial intelligence, machine learning, which are very, very hot topics in today's world. And you won't even believe what happened. When companies came for placement in that college, he was one of the first students to get placed, and that too with one of the highest packages of 51 lakh per annum. Now, beta, the packages that software companies offer in private colleges, you will take at least 10 years to earn 51 lakh rupees, what he will get in 1 year. That is the power of higher studies. Now you will say, sir, one student can be an exception. It is not the general trend, but let me tell you, let me clear this misconception. Most of the students in his batch were able to get a package of above 20 lakhs. But beta, don't just go into MTech and relax that you will be getting a job. No, there also for 2 years you have to work hard. You have to work on improving your skills, on making yourself better than any other candidate in that MTech, and then you can expect a package in the range above 50 lakhs. Okay, so just by joining a course, having a degree will not make you great, will not give you a great career. For that, you will have to work hard. Okay. Next thing, PSU. PSU is one of the highest sought after reasons why people appear for GATE. PSU is public sector undertaking. This is a government company where government owns the majority share. Okay, majority share. And here, beta, more than 50% share lies with the government. So it is more or less a government job, and that is why people are very interested, because you know, in Indian society, government jobs are more valuable than a private job. Here you have work-life balance, that is you work for 8 to 10 hours a day and rest of the day you can enjoy reading, watching TV, going out with friends, socializing, doing anything with your life. Second thing, here you get high CTC between the range of 15 to 20 lakhs. Here you get job security, even though recession might hit the world, but government jobs will always be secure. And you have other benefits. Like when I went for IOCL interview, they pitched to me that they will give me education loan, they will give me car loan, है ना? They will give me petrol at a subsidized price. All these things you will get only in a PSU, but not in a private sector company. Next is your PhD. Now, beta, earlier going for PhD required you to complete your BTech, then MTech, and then you could go for PhD. But now, beta, IITs have launched direct PhD courses after your BTech. So if you qualify GATE, you can directly go to PhD in a IIT. And there you have to spend around 4 to 5 years. Now, many students get worried listening to this 4 to 5 years. Sir, we joined BTech because we wanted to get married. Now you are telling us that you have to study for 4 more years. When are we going to get married? No, beta. If you invest these 4-5 years, first thing, you will become specialized. You will have a lot of domain knowledge. You will have much better packages than most of the students. Secondly, during these 4-5 years, you will be getting a stipend because of which you will not have to be dependent on your parents. And after completing PhD, you can go two ways. Either you can enter a private sector industry in a R&D department, research and development department, or you can become a professor in a college like IIT, IIIT, NIT, where you will be getting a good salary with a great work-life balance. So beta, your life will be set. Do not think of these years as being wasted. Think of this time as being invested in your preparation. Okay. Great, Debashish. FPM. FPM is Fellowship Program in Management. It is also like PhD, but it is in management. It is conducted by IIMs. Here also, beta, you have to invest like 3 to 4 years of your life. But this course is for those who are fed up of technical education and they want to enter the managerial sector. See, some people are genuinely good at management. Being good at management means handling a team of people, instructing them what to do and deriving the results. And don't think, beta, getting work done from other people is easier than doing it yourself. It is much more difficult because the quality of work that you can do might not be possible with anybody else. So getting them to work the way you want them to work, getting them to derive the result the way you would have derived is really typical. Are you getting my point? Suppose I am a civil engineer. I am visualizing a building that I wish to create. Now, putting that vision in somebody else's head and asking them to create it for me will be very difficult. Very difficult. So that is why, beta, do not think that the job of a managerial person is very easy. No, he has to be answerable for the actions of his entire team. He has to take responsibility. He has to get the work done in a particular manner throughout his entire team. So beta, here you have to invest 3 to 4 years. You get good stipend. Okay, you get good stipend. So again, you can be independent of your parents. And after completing this course, you can get into a bank or a private sector industry at a managerial role where you will have a team reporting to you. MS abroad, you can go outside this country to study. There are 2 universities in Germany and 1 in Singapore that accept GATE score. Now, why to go abroad? The obvious reason is better infrastructure, better professors, better opportunities. But sir, it is very expensive. I can't survive there. Beta, yes, it is expensive. You will have to invest more amount than compared to IIT. But the thing is, the packages that you will get will easily be able to repay this amount within a span of 6 months to 1 year. That is what you have to understand. Again, beta, whenever you invest an amount, you see the return on that. You don't say that investment is heavy, investment is large. No. See if the return will be able to offset it. If yes, then it is an investment worth making. So investment in your education in a course which can fetch you a job with a very, very good package is worth making. So that is why you should go for it. बेटा ये गूगल कर लो, इतना सा सवाल राहुल भाई यहाँ काहे टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो. टीचिंग, just like me beta, you can get into teaching, into coaching industry. For coaching industry you need two things beta, knowledge and delivery. Okay, so knowledge is justified by the rank that you get in an exam. If you get a good rank, everybody will consider that you have good knowledge and it will be easy for you to get that first break. And after that, if you deliver good content, if you make the students understand the concepts, then you will gradually grow, and there is no limit to the amount that you can grow. There are many industries in country that are doing research like BARC, ISRO, DRDO, HAL. Some of these companies conduct their own exams or they take recruitment through GATE. Even if they conduct their own exam, the syllabus is very, very similar to GATE exam and the pattern is also very similar. So somebody who is preparing for GATE will also be able to crack these exams. And even state industries have exams similar to GATE. So beta, when you are preparing for GATE, you are not only preparing for one exam, you are making your technical subject solid. So wherever these technical subjects will be asked, you will be able to do well there and you will be able to crack those exams. And that is why GATE is called as a gateway of opportunities. There is even one more opportunity beta. There is a college called as NITI Mumbai, which is located in Mumbai National Institute of Technical and Industrial Engineering, where you can do a master's course of 2 years in management, and after doing this course you will easily get placed in a private sector company with a package of above 20 lakhs. That is why GATE is so highly popular. Okay, now what about engineering services? Engineering services is an exam which is very similar to GATE and it is conducted by UPSC. Now UPSC is a body of government which is very, very popular because of civil services examination. Okay, now this exam is conducted in 3 stages. I'll discuss those stages later on, and it has a technical syllabus similar to GATE. Nikhil beta, through campus placement you cannot get a job abroad until you are a computer science engineer. For core branches, companies do not give abroad placement through campus. Technical syllabus is similar to GATE. General studies you have to study extra. Okay, and that is why GATE syllabus is actually a subset of ESE. So that is why what students do is in the first year, basically in their final year or after their first drop, they first try to crack GATE exam. Once they get through the GATE exam, that means they are good at technical. Then they prepare all the extra portion to crack ESE. And here you will get departments that are purely government. Through GATE exam, you get PSU which have majority share from government. But here you will get purely government sector like Central Engineering Services, Naval Armament, Power Engineering, Indian Army, Electrical Mechanical Engineering Services, JTU. All these domains you will get. Now first let me answer the queries. I'm a first year student. Should I start preparing from now? Mahesh, first thing, you have to prepare maths and aptitude in your first year, and then you can go after the other technical subjects, whichever you will study in the later years. In the second year, study the subject that you are reading in the college. Go for same subjects in GATE. In the third year, also do the same things. So basically, cover your syllabus in sync with your college, but in your first year, you can go after maths and aptitude. Okay, maths book. So beta, maths book is easily available on Amazon. There are multiple books from multiple coaching institutes that you can buy. And if possible, we will also release a mathematics book on online or in the bookshops. If possible, I can't commit as of now. Is there any age limit of MTech? No beta, in any courses related to studies, we do not have an age limit. Anybody can study any course at any age. Is there any batch starting for GATE and ESE 2023 EE on Unacademy? Yes, beta, I will be starting a new batch, a new subject from 18th of May with network analysis. You can start there. Okay, it is a basic subject. Okay, now the query from Debashish. Nowadays, skills that everyone is talking about is CS based skills. Debashish, basically, if you are good even in core subjects, there will always be space for you in industry, but you have to be good at it. Yes, the opportunities for purely core engineers are shrinking, but always if somebody is really good at something, they will get that opportunity. But why is the skills related to computer science so necessary? Nowadays, everything is being done through software. Everything is being automated. So when you have that extra skill, it's not your core skill. Your core skill will always be electrical engineering. But when you have some additional skills, some side skills, that will make you more worthy, more valuable than any other candidate. And these skills are very easily acquired in a span of 1-2 months. But the core subjects that you are learning, they take a long time to get acquired. So that will be your USP. But along with that, you can have certain extra skills. See, when you order main course, beta, just like starter, dessert, these skills are like that. But the major part of the food is that main course, that is your electrical. Okay. Now, beta, if I talk about the pattern of GATE exam is conducted in Feb 1st and 2nd weekend. First and second, Saturday and Sunday, it is conducted. It is an exam for 3 hours. Okay. And there are two sections in the exam. One is the technical, other is the aptitude. There are a total of 65 questions in the exam in 3 hours, out of which 55 questions are in technical and 10 are in aptitude. In 55 questions in technical, 25 questions are 1 mark each and 30 questions 2 mark each. In 10 questions of aptitude, 5 are 1 mark each and 5 are 2 marks each. Now, beta, there is also negative marking. There are 3 types of question: MSQ, MCQ and NAT. MSQ means more than one option may be correct. MCQ means 1 out of 4 option is correct. NAT means where you have to answer in form of a number like 37.21. Okay. Out of these, MCQ, where only one option is correct, they carry negative marking. That is, if it is a 1 mark question, it will have -1/3 marking. If it is a 2 mark question, -2/3 marking. But for MSQ or NAT, either you get full marks or you get 0. You do not get any negative mark. And you cannot carry your calculator. Your calculator is visible on screen, a virtual calculator that you use through the mouse. What are the major changes in the GATE exam? All third years can now appear for GATE exam. You do not have to be in your final year to give GATE. You can appear for GATE multiple number of times, because now you can appear in your third year as well. 2 new papers have been added, but they do not impact our major branches. Now 2 subject papers are allowed. Like electrical student can go for instrumentation as well as ECE. So basically, why this move has been made? Because sometimes students actually want to switch their branch in MTech. Suppose you are from ECE. If you want to pursue MTech from computer science, you have to give GATE in computer science. But now what you can do, you can give in ECE as well as computer science in the same year. So that way you can switch your branch and you will be safe. Even if you don't do well in computer science, you can at least do well in your core branch. That is why you can appear for 2 exams, but there are restrictions. Like a particular branch of particular student in a branch can appear for a limited branches. Like electrical student cannot go for CS, mechanical cannot go for CS. Okay, their second paper cannot be CS. So they have defined the branches in which you can appear. Paper pattern has changed. As I told, MSQ has come, and there are slight changes here and there in the syllabus as well. And there are a lot of PSUs that recruit through GATE bacho. There are lots of PSUs, and they keep on changing every year based on the vacancies. If you see the cutoff in GATE exam, If the paper is tough, then the cutoff is lower. If the paper is easy, the cutoff is little bit higher. Okay, it is a little bit higher. No, Davesh, if you have any query related to GATE or ESE, that you can ask. Now, ESE, as I told, it is a 3-stage examination. Paper 1 is common for all candidates. It is based on general studies and engineering aptitude. They will ask you ethics, project management, design, drawing, safety. It contains 100 questions of 200 marks in 2 hours. All are MCQ. It is conducted in the month of Jan or Feb on a Sunday. The paper 1 will be conducted in morning, like from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And paper 2 will be conducted in evening, like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It will be of 3 hours. It will be of 300 marks, and it will be based on your branch, like electrical, EC, mechanical, civil. So a total of 500 marks. Out of this, you should get at least a total of 250 marks to qualify for next stage. The next stage is conducted in the month of May or June. Again, there are 2 papers conducted on the same day. Now, both the papers are technical and both are conventional, that is subjective, where you have to write the entire answer in your paper. But now both are technical. So what they do is they divide the subjects into 2 parts. If you have a total of 12 to 15 subjects, they will be divided into 2 groups of 6 to 7 subjects each. And they will only ask 6 to 7 questions in 3 hours. But each question will have multiple parts. They can even have 10 parts. So it is for 300 marks in the morning, 300 in the evening. So a total of 600. But you will not be judged, or you will not qualify for the next stage based on these 600 marks. But you will be qualified on the basis of total marks of stage 1 and stage 2. You need to get more than 600 marks overall in order to go for stage 3. The stage 3 is an interview conducted in the month of November or December. It is for 200 marks, and based on the grand total of 1300 marks, you get your rank. So it is a 3-stage process that will take 1 year. That will take 1 year entirely. And beta, even after this 1 year, it will at least take you 6 months to get the joining. Okay. It will take you 6 months joining. Are you getting my point? So almost 1.5 years you have to invest. Almost 1.5 years to invest in case of ESE exam. Am I clear? Is this clear to everyone? Come on, yaar, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Now, beta, this is the weightage of the subjects that we have determined based on the last 5 years. Based on the last 5 years. And this is for electrical engineers. Okay. So based on that, you can decide which subjects you wish to prioritize, which you wish to deprioritize. Okay. Beta, the highest voltage is 1100 kV in HVDC. As I told, you can easily Google it. You can read about the link in detail, which link is providing this voltage. Electronics and communication. Next is instrumentation. This weightage will help you prioritize the subjects. Mechanical, civil, and beta, you can download this PDF. You need not take the screenshot. You can download the PDF after the session. Computer science. The major question is, how can you manage time with college? So beta, if in the college hours, you can complete your college work, that is college assignment, college project, college exam, everything you complete during the college hours, then when you are at your home or in your hostel, you can focus on 2 things. One is having fun, and the second is preparing for competitive exams. Okay. Now, beta, I am not a kind of teacher that will tell you that leave everything aside and just focus on studying. No, these 4 years of college life will never come back. So that is why you need to have fun, you need to enjoy, and at the same time, you need to study. So do not compromise your career, but at the same time, do not compromise on the fun that you can have. Just start from second year and focus on two things. That is, one is consistency, other is time management. Be consistent every day, regardless of what happens, you have to study every day, and minimize the wastage of time. Maximize your output, minimize the wastage, and you can dedicate 3 hours on weekdays, 6 hours on weekends, and in vacation, you can dedicate 7 hours because in vacation, you will not have any college pressure. And see the students better. Those who were very serious about preparation with Unacademy, they have achieved an awesome result this year. You can be the next one. You can put your picture here in GATE 2023. Just what you have to do, just you have to join Unacademy and study under my personal guidance using the code Ankit ESE. This code will give you immediate discount as well as you will come under my personal guidance. We offer two plans. One is plus, other is iconic. This one is a better plan. It has more features. You get top teachers teaching you each and every subject in both the subscriptions. All your doubts are cleared. You can raise your hand in the class by pressing a button and you can talk on audio to a teacher. You can come to the doubt clearing session. You can post your doubt as a picture. It will be answered. All your doubts you can upload on the app and you will get video solution as well. So there are three methods. One is the doubt solving platform. Second is asking your doubts to the teacher. Third is that you can raise your hand and talk to the teacher. You get the notes after each lecture. You can create your own notebook on the app and you can follow test series. Saranya beta, if you are working in a job and you are preparing from scratch, I would suggest that you spend 2 years, study one subject at a time. In the first year, cover 8 to 9 subjects, and in the next year, revise those subjects and then go after the remaining ones. But what is extra in Iconic? You get hard copy study material. You get one-to-one mentorship. A coach is assigned to you who is a topper who will guide you. You get a study planner, a timetable that you can follow. You get one-to-one doubt clearing and audio interaction. So beta, Iconic is obviously a better choice, but if you cannot afford Iconic, go for Plus. And whichever you choose, if you wish to study with me, just use the code Ankit ESE.